face. So seeing her laying there with missing half of her head was just like...
The basic message that I just wanted to know that it's okay to ask for help. Like in the addiction world, people think it's embarrassing to go to rehab or go somewhere to go away. But what's really more embarrassing is being out there and still pedaling and doing stuff that you need for your habit. Mm-hmm. So just know that it's okay to ask for help.
A passenger jetliner that flew into the building, that doesn't happen, right? I mean, that's a professional pilot who knows what he's doing, or she, and they're not flying into two big towers that are in the middle of the sky. That's not happening. So we knew it was, we felt it was an attack, and we felt that it was the same people who had threatened to kill us.
Corporal Keith Shibley is presented the Valor Award for his immediate response and courageous actions during the shooting rampage at the Washington Navy Yard.
What is going on, everyone? Welcome to episode number 8 of Mind Over Madness. I want to throw a big shout out real quick to my man. You know who it is, Keith. You already know. Costa. Let me just show the look for the new studio. Costa, if you're out there, I love you, brother. Thank you so much, my man. That was just what a surprise. And look, Keith, I can actually pick stuff up now and it doesn't, disappear and shit. So that's awesome, good.
Dude. It looks good.
Now I can actually, every time I rock this shirt, I can see my nipple. Now we're great. Now we're rocking. So
looks good, man.
Yeah. So welcome to Mind Over Madness, everyone. Thank you for being here. My name is Loomis with my other host, Corporal Keith Shibley. How you doing, Keith? How's your week going, buddy?
I'll tell you what, buddy. I'm good, man. It's been a week, dude. Last week sucked. Losing my voice was awful. I've never lost my voice like that.
That's right. You're back. Yeah, I had to do last week's when I got back from Larry's. When I
woke up and it was I couldn't talk at all. I had to teach firearms all last week to the recruits at the academy, and so I'm talking and kind of yelling when I know I shouldn't be because I barely have a voice anyway. So, yeah, dude, it was bad. It was. I don't know why I lost my voice, to be honest with you. But
yeah, the weird thing is, hey, Vaz, what's up? Everyone else out there, I threw you up. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you very much. Come on in, ask questions. Let's have a good time. That's the thing. It's not like you were at a concert screaming. It's just one. You're just because I was seeing on Facebook that you were at some type of stuff. Like I seen that, and I was like, and then I seen a picture of that, and then next
thing. All right. So, yeah, I went to a Virginia Tech football game. My wife's friends, all their kids go there.
Yeah,
but I didn't even yell at the football game, man. I'm not like a yeller at sports games. I like, especially football, man. I get too into it. I just sit there and kind of watch it. But that right there, that picture, that was about the point where, dude, it is so hard being sober around 20,000 drunk people. It was, and especially 20 to 23-year-olds all just hammered. It was, that picture was taken about the time my patience was at about 0, man.
Yeah, I could tell. But then the next time I talked to you, though, I couldn't hear you. I was like, were you at a Slayer concert?
Yeah, because I talked to you on the way down there.
Yeah. Well, from what I heard, like what I was able to make out. I was just putting this on our post section, though. But
the day before I lost my voice, I talked to you just fine. And then I woke up that next day.
The day before. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Gone.
It was just gone. That's why I was like, dude, if it's like that, because I used to lose my voice because, I talk a lot and I'm loud, but I used to lose my voice. Like, if you're yelling at a concert or just yelling in general. But that's why I said go to the doctor, man, if it's just fucking just like that for a while, but it came back. So that's weird. I never lost it from not like yelling, if you know what I mean.
But yeah, man, it's been a busy week, dude. It's just one thing. It's just little shit. It's just little life stuff, dude. It's just like it just keeps coming on top of it. I mean, one thing after another. It's like, Jesus Christ, man. But,
this 2025 is like, at least for me, is the year of it. It's just called the test. It's like the test year, and it's just one thing constantly after another. With both of us having one big thing in the middle of all that going on, it's just that's why I can't. Man, when we were out ripping and running, man, like life's hard enough on its own, and it's just listen, it's beautiful on the other side and stuff, but life's not easy, man. And you gotta, anything could pop up like that. And every time, and it seems like I'm like we were talking about yesterday, when I'm about to get ahead, boom, something happens.
Yeah.
I gotta get fucking new brakes. I need to do this, I need to do that, or whatever. But I learned not to let that stuff bother me now, because I'm just like, hey, there's people out there that wish that they had a car that they could get brakes on and stuff. It's all perspective,
I mean, that's a good way to look at it, man. It's just, like I need to get my car. I need a new timing belt on my car. It's like $1,000, dude. It's
yeah.
I thought I was going to get it done this week, and I looked in our account, and I'm like, where's all the money? Like, where'd it go? And it's just like, I don't even know where it goes, man. It's just.
No, I hear you, buddy. I mean, the times are absolutely tough, though, going on. Thanks. Although I have a buddy that wants me to smoke with him, so I told him when he moves down to. Oh, okay, you guys are talking. Sorry about that. That's weird. Glad you're doing better, Keith. And I wish you the best. Wait, that's weird. Glad you're doing better, Keith. And I wish it was due to weed, Matt. LO. Keith, even though Keith had his problems, though, with Joel, Keith had his problem with the hard drugs, though. You were never a weed smoker, right?
I think I've smoked weed like twice, man. I wanted to be a cop forever, so I never really touched it in high school or college. All my friends did, but I smoked it. The first time I smoked weed was, I think it was my senior year of high school, or around Christmas. I started dating a girl from a public school, and she sat there to smoke with her mom. So I was at their house one day, and I smoked it, and yeah, I don't know, dude. I got paranoid. I didn't really enjoy it.
You got higher. See, it took me a couple. I remember the first time that I smoked, it was nothing. It was behind the mall, and we smoked out of a can. But then I went at the Parsons by the creek, and the first time, it was like, whoa. Like the first time, I felt like I was in a cartoon. We went to Anthracite for sandwiches. We just laughed our balls off and stuff, because it takes a couple times. But yeah, the good old days, though, man.
The other time I smoked was my freshman year of college. My roommate, he's my best friend, the dude from New York, John. He didn't really smoke either, because he ended up being an NYPD cop. And he didn't really smoke either, but it was after midterms my freshman year. We got a hold of a little bit of weed from a guy down the hall in our dorms, and we smoked the shit out of it and watched Happy Gilmore. And I've never laughed so much. I was in pain watching it after Happy Gilmore, man. That was yeah, that's probably one of the last times I smoked. But it was funny.
Did you ever play around any psychedelics?
No.
Never.
Didn't touch anything did no other drugs until opiates came into play when I was in my 30s.
And they'll get their hooks in you quick, man.
I bought I went in with some guys at college on some coke once, and chicken I didn't. Everybody's like, "Oh, you're gonna love it," and I kind of knew, man. I mean, I've been smoking cigarettes since the 8th grade. Everything I've tried, I go all out on it, man. So they're telling me how good it was going to be, and I actually kind of got a little nervous, and I was like, man, I want to be a cop and stuff. I said, I was like, I can't do this. So I threw in on it. I never actually did any of it, thankfully, because I probably would have.
And it's good. Listen, I was at East Stroudsburg, and this was when I was in my 20s, and I did one like the size of a CD case. Yeah, it was probably like this big. And I'm talking to my ex-girlfriend who lives up in Orange County, New York, and I was flying, like, meaning me. But by the time, like, I was talking to her, yeah, I can't wait. And by the time I hit the exit, it wore off, and I was like, what the fuck am I doing here? And I just remember driving back. It was a 2-hour drive. I'm like, this is the worst drive ever. And yeah, man, it's, and nowadays, though, like, I even say on whatever channel I'm on, man, you can't play around, though, man, with anything these days because of people putting it. So just, be careful out there, folks. Like, we're just talking about the good old days, like when we could experiment. You can't even experiment these freaking days. Nice shirt, buddy. I was actually gonna. That's so weird. You're wearing that shirt. I had that on earlier, and then I was like, I saw you though when you were rocking it. I literally had it hanging. I was gonna rock it though, but I was like, well, if we're both wearing it though, it might seem weird. And shout out to Kevin Donaldson, and thank you, Kevin, for helping me out though today with something for our project. But other than that, I just I just got the phone with Vlad from Vlad TV.
Oh no shit.
Yep.
Awesome, dude.
Yeah, so that's gonna be interesting. Buffalinos and also Linda. So
yeah, no, that's dude. I can't wait for your project to come out. It's gonna be awesome. But
and you got a big podcast coming up.
Yeah, if I get
going
my
on Ian Bick.
Yeah, going to Ian Bick the 24th.
And I will be with Keith, not on the show, but we're gonna
road
do
trip,
like a
bitch.
Road trip. And look, Keith, right behind me. I'm bringing it underneath that camera. That's coming. And we're just gonna, we're gonna film it all up, make some good video. We got the hotels going, and I'm sure we'll make some good content together. So I finally get to meet you face to face.
Yeah, man, it's be fun, dude.
October 24th, that is, right?
Yeah, a week from Friday.
And where are we going? To Connecticut?
Yeah.
Nice. I got some friends out there. Chris from Roll the Bones is out there.
Really?
Yeah. Chris,
I like his good too, man.
I wonder how far. Yeah, we should meet up for dinner if he's around. I'll see how far he is once I'll get the address, because I just talked to him last night. He's a great guy, man. He's talking to what's his name?
Jay Dobbs was on his last one.
What's his name? BTK Killer.
Yeah, he had Jay Dobbs on the ATF guy that did Mongols, I think. Mongols or Hell's Angels, one of the two.
Yeah. And what's his name? Brett from NYC Crime Spots got on Frank. I forget his last name, the cop who debunked the Iceman or whatever. But check out NYC Crime Spot. He's got a great series going on about the truth about the Iceman at the Mayo crew, the Westies, with the actual cop that he you know who the Iceman is, right, Keith?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this is this guy Frank. I forget his last name. Not potentially that's the Godfather, but he came out and he outed out the Iceman, saying he never worked for the mob. Yeah, he was
I heard
a killer.
that.
Yeah, he was a killer and stuff like that. But totally embellished story. Never was. The only time he went to the Gemini was for a gun. And why the hell would Roy DeMeo and them need the Iceman when they were the most vicious crew in the world? They'll kill people who aren't even made. Were killing people. All of them almost have over 100 bodies, not together, but all together 100, not each. Because they like to exaggerate and stuff. But that series that Brett's got going is amazing on NYC Crime Spot. And then the one before that we were just talking about,
Roll the Bones.
Roll the Bones too, Chris. Make sure to check that out. What's up, Bobby? Bobby Bright will be on soon, folks, for the actual episode too. And well, I don't know if we can announce that yet. Keith, can we announce the one yet? Like that?
If you want to. He said he'd do it, so we just got to figure out a time to get him on here.
Yeah, if you guys even if you just type in on Google Chief Sund, SUND, take a look at him and his credentials and what he did. He's all over the place. He'll be on Mind Over Madness very soon as well. And we have Bobby coming on. We have Larry Rolla, Linda Scarpa. We got a lot of great guests, though, that are going to be coming up. It's just that when me and Keith, when I left the Loomis show and started doing this, it's just at a time where I hate always bringing this up, though, but my mom's is on home hospice. It could be at any time now. So it's like, it's hard to, we're getting things going as fast as we basically could. We're moving it as fast as we could right now, but we're here to stay. We're not going anywhere. The Loomis show's done. Mind Over Madness is where I'm at now. And we both got some great stuff going for us, though. And, we're going to be on some big podcasts. So I'm excited, though, about that. And I'm really, excited, too, about just doing this show. And the guests that we're going to have on, like Tom and Gene, they were amazing with the 9/11 episodes. And Bobby, when we did the live with him, fantastic. And, yeah, man, I mean, I can't wait, man, till we really start getting moving with guests and stuff. which is a cool dynamic, man, because we have the law enforcement, the criminal side, addiction. I mean, the main thing comes from like we're really trying to help people with addiction, like overall, like if you have to pick one thing, but we want to be a little diverse and just talk to all sorts of people from all walks of life, and there might even be some episodes where it's just the person sitting there by himself, just telling their story, and we might just throw it up. So stay tuned for all of those. And yeah, we got good stuff coming in the future.
Yeah.
Thanks,
if you look at the stuff on the podcast this week, I think it dropped today. Heidi Ramsey's on there. She's a good friend, man. She teaches at the National Academy, and dude, I worked with this lady for I don't know several years. She was a Ohio State trooper. And we ended up teaching in Minneapolis together. I didn't know she was going to be there. She didn't know I was going to be there. And I heard her story, dude, and it was I had no idea. So she got on with Kevin, and her stuff dropped today. But yeah, check out Heidi's.
Is that FBI expert Heidi Ramsey?
Yeah, check out her episode.
Yeah, a long road back. You know what I'll do? I will. I'll copy the link up, and I'll throw it inside our thing if I can get in there, if it lets me. Sometimes though it doesn't. I have to share it to my phone, text it to myself like an idiot. I know it's stupid. Give me a second.
Yeah, but she's got a pretty interesting story too, man. So she's cool, man. She can. I tell you what, dude. She can bust balls with the best of them too, man. So yeah. She would got her on there, and then I'm actually going down to teach the FBI Academy the day before we go to Connecticut. Thursday the 23rd, I think I'm heading down that way. The day before we go.
Beautiful. I just put the link up for the Suffering Podcast episode. There it is, right there, folks. If you want to check that out, and if Keith was on that before twice. And if you also move back after you watch that a little bit, I was on there too as well. Family Trust. And Keith, you were on there. Yeah, you were on there once, and then you were on there with Jen.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Look, this is funny, dude. So there's Jen. So, I worked with Jen from 2015. I guess I've known her. So I've known her for about 10 years. She's met my kids and all that stuff. Her and my wife have never really met. Like it was work, you know what I mean? So, yeah. But we're going around, teaching classes and stuff together. So, and we both have 15-year-old daughters, and we're just laughing about how awful 15-year-old daughters are.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So my wife and I went out with her and her husband this weekend to dinner, dude, and that was fucking hilarious. And my wife usually doesn't like people, like, meeting new people or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, they're like fucking best friends from fucking a long lost life already, man. It's a really? I might have got myself in trouble with introducing those two together.
Nice. But, that's the lady though, man, that really saved you. That actually, yeah. So for new people that don't understand though, Keith goes into force. He has a terrible addiction that he can't get off with opiates. And this is the time where you can't really talk because they're going to look down on you. And he didn't know what to do. And he was acting nuts. He didn't care, this or that. Always just drinking, doing all stupid shit, going on vacation, not remembering all that shit, just throwing his whole life away. And then finally, his wife said, gave him an ultimatum. And he went to Jen. And you got a different response than you were expecting, right, Keith?
Yeah, dude. She had my back from day one, man. So I'm definitely going to get her on here one of these days. She's good people for sure.
Yeah, no, absolutely, man. And I would love, man, to definitely speak with her. And I saw her on Kevin's podcast, and she she's just great. She's a boss. You know what I mean? Yeah. She handles her shit. You could tell.
A little angry Italian lady from New York, man. It's all the stereotypes.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, Annette, how you doing, hon? Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. Everyone who's here, thanks for being here. My man Vaz. What do we got, Bobby? Roll the bones. We were just talking about you, and we're going to be in Connecticut on the 24th, but we'll call you. And literally was just talking about the stuff you got going on. You and Brett from NYC Crime Spot. I think both of you guys got, you guys got like the best stuff though going on as far as like the true crime stuff though goes without a doubt. Brett's got Frank, the debunker of the Iceman, that knows all the Mayo story, knows the Westie story, like hands on with them. And then what you got going on with, I mean, you got a lot
Jay
of stuff.
Dobbs was a fucking good one, man. He's a good dude. I met that guy once. He's got
Which
crazy
one?
stories, dude. Jay Dobbins. Jay
Dobbins, yeah.
Freaking guy's a legend, man.
Well, he had on. Well, I know I can't. There's certain stuff I don't know if I could say yet though. But I'm not sure if he announced. But all I'm saying is because he's coming up on his 1 year anniversary for just doing it for a year, man. He killed it, man. Because when I started out, man, I just had my phone sideways up my old house, walking around like an idiot and stuff like that. And but like my buddy James Barola said, use what you have, because I wasn't going to start until I got all this equipment, but I just started with the phone. But for what he did in a year, you got to give him credit. Props to you, my man, Chris. You know I love you. Caroline, what's up? Caroline's the best. What's going on, Caroline? Thanks for being here. You know Caroline, right, Keith?
Yeah. Caroline's awesome, dude.
Absolutely. Doesn't she have a new podcast out?
She's got a bunch of stuff out, man.
I thought there was something new though that came out. I know that she has I thought something new though came out. I could be wrong. But I try to keep up though with everything that I possibly can. And I wanted to just see what Bobby said, because he said something. Sorry, brother. Headed home now. Work is finished. Catch you later. No problem, Bobby. You'll be on the show anyway. What's up, Keith?
Yeah, I was telling you. I just read what he said. That's all.
Gotcha. Yeah, man.
Bobby's awesome, dude. I love Bobby, dude. I've talked to him on the phone several times. Bobby's just good people.
No, he's a real one. Like he's like your real, like he's got your back, 100%. Some people are like, yeah, I love you, loyalty. Yeah, they yell it, but no, Bobby's the real deal. And he was all worried about me though when I was taking care of my pops, and he's like, I'm driving the fuck up there. You know what I mean? I was like, Bobby, relax. I'm all right. I got to take care of my family, but he was just looking out though for me, and I love him for that. And you're the man, Bobby. Thank you. And we can't wait to have you back on. Hey, Carolyn. Thank you all for the support. My way too. Absolutely. Right back at you. Always, Carolyn. We're always here for each other. Yeah, I love that. We got a good group of people in here. Carolyn is the best. Thank you. Appreciate everyone that went in here. Matt. I just missed Matt when I was out in Lyndhurst when I met Natoli for the interview. Pesci stand-in and the musicians. I mean, I hate saying that though, because he was in the music business for 70 years on Ed Sullivan and everything too. He's not just known as Joe Pesci's stand-in, but freaking Matt was like 10 minutes down the road. I didn't realize he lives that close to Larry, so that's good to know now for next time I'm out there, because I'm out there a lot.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, definitely. You guys are the sweetest. Just dropped in to say hello. Got to get back to work. Got to go back and hustle. Keep hustling, Carolyn. Thank you very much. Hit that like button. Nah, but thank you so much for dropping by. Appreciate you, Carolyn. Yeah, buddy. So it's just been, it's been tough, but it's been this whole experience, though, man. Like, I'm just being straight up, though. Maybe it's just making me a better person. Like, just being like honest, like with my folks, helping my pops out, everything that he's saying. It's just making me though like a better person naturally, So, like Kevin said, like you're supposed to be where you're at. I truly believe that, even though it sucks ass. It is no matter what it is, And I got to stop getting defensive because, people call me up, like Linda just called me up and she's like, are you going to be okay? Are you going to be okay? And because of our past, and you can't get defensive enough because people, that's all they know us from. So, they go right to, I hope they don't relapse. Let me tell you something. If I dishonor my father that fucking way, kill me now. Because that's a promise that I made to him, and he's proud of me, and that's a route that I am not going back. Dude, I go back that route, you'll never see me again. I'm not a guy that dabbles. I'm a guy that goes, and you don't see him until either he comes out of a holding cell or rehab. You know what I'm saying? So not doing that to my pops, especially, you know,
I got to get
after
down to see my dad, man. I haven't been down there in a month. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
it's hard. No, I know it's hard.
It is, man.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
like with
I gotta
that
get down there.
dementia, man. Dementia is
It's the worst.
like, you know, at
Yeah.
least my pops, he knows me, like still his brain's like going, but he knows me. I can't even imagine. I mean, I know what my grandmother, I went through it, man. It's a terrible disease.
Yeah. I mean, to go from treating your father as your father to treating your father like a child is not fun.
It's like you watch it like you're a superhero, and I have to like pick him up, man, to go to the bathroom and stuff like that. And it's just like, yeah, and cancer and that watches like just watching the slow burn every day. It's just
the bad part about what my dad has is like because he can't communicate anymore. It's you don't know how sometimes you're like you get these sparks of like these dogs, dude. Of you don't know how good their brain is actually working. Like, is it fully functioning and they just can't get it out? Because if so, that's got to be absolutely awful. But
that's what I mean. Like, if they know, like, man, that almost reminds me of that movie too. You ever see a movie like when the people are in surgery and they're actually awake?
Yeah.
Oh my God, imagine that. Imagine that.
I've seen that. I mean, I've heard
let me just address something real quick to some idiot on Instagram because I made a comment about John Gotti Jr. or whatever. I'm not in that genre anymore. I'm not a fanboy. Some guy's like, yeah, you just interview people. You're a wannabe. I'm a musician. I'm not a fucking gangster, and I'm trying to make a movie. So, fucking fanboys who watch too many movies, though. But instead of writing it all out to people, I just say that. They just yammer away. Talk, talk, talk. Come see me. Go on, Keith. I love people hate me, and I love it. Bring it on. Go on.
People's hatred for me fuels my life. I love it. I like it too, dude.
There's nothing that can break me, dude.
People don't like me. Like at work, they can't stand me because I have a big mouth, and I love every minute of it.
Yeah.
I don't care.
That's why I just fucking let it float off, and just it's just so good though being like out of that, and not like fully out of that because what we're making's priceless, but in the YouTube avenue because it just turns into who's tougher than who, and like it's like, come on, man, like, and not to mention like all the old timers are gone now. Like everyone's doing like the mob bosses on YouTube and stuff like that. Like the old timers like would be rolling their grave like, what is this? So it's just a different time now. I just like to talk about the history of it from the old timers and back in the day.
Yeah, dude. Like the history is where the fun part is. Like I don't care who's in the mob today or whatever. Like, I want to hear about this. I want to hear about the 60s and 70s and 50s. You know what I mean? Like
and there's people out. Yeah, and there's people out there like a Bernstein will be like, this guy just got made captain. Like I would never talk about like current stuff. I talk about stuff that historical. That's already out there. That's in the past, and not just come on and start a show, call everyone rat. Me Too. Well, wait, not the Me Too movement. No offense to that. I get that, but the what's it called? We push back. Okay. Because there is a thing going around that, like, if you interview someone who cooperated, then you're a cooperator too.
Oh,
like,
shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Stop. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
And then half of them are online anyway, talking about their.
Yeah, that's the thing. And they're all online too. They're all online. And everyone kisses their ass. It's so funny. Let's drive to Philly and get a cheesesteak because he's our superhero. Like, grow the fuck up.
Annette. I'll put Annette stuff up there. Annette, her mom.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry for that, Annette. That is.
Oh my God.
I keep you in my prayers, Annette. That can't be fun. I mean, I know it's not fun, but.
Oh my! Wait a minute. My mom just passed.
I keep you in my prayers for you.
My dad 12 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Annette, sorry. Prayers to you. Yeah. Jesus, I don't even know what to say to that, man. That's just so sorry. So sorry. I get it with the cancer. It's terrible. Sorry about that. And her dad 12 weeks ago. Dad, that's 4 months ago, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2025, and that wasn't your year either, right? Tough fucking year, man.
But Loomis, I know when my grandmother was on hospice, I was thinking about this the other day and I forgot to tell you.
Real quick, Gina, what's up? Go ahead, Keith. Sorry.
They say the last thing to go is their hearing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know if you ever heard that. I just want to let you know or whatever.
That's what, because there's 3 levels too, and he's at moderate. The next one down is sayonara, so that's what we were told. And he, come up, 2 of my friends, shout out to Rich Chanoff and AJ Bartoletti for stopping by the house to visit him. Stopped by and he was all smiles and stuff like that, but he could only handle like 3, 4, 5-minute top visits, like with people, you know what I mean? Because he's in and out and stuff like that. But thank you guys so much for stopping by. I never will forget that. And Annette, I'm so sorry. So sorry, Annette. So sorry. Gina, Crime Spot. That's another great channel, Gina, just so you know. We were just talking about what you've been doing. Keep it up, buddy. Keep it up. Dave, what's up? Sorry, Annette. Yeah, damn, man. Life's, I don't know, man. Life gets tough.
A lot of times, like when people a lot of times when people have been married a long time, I mean, they tend to go close. You know what I mean? They tend to pass away close to each other. We thought when my grandmother passed away, we thought my grandfather was gonna go like right after. He was just like, sometimes your body and mind just kind of gives up on it.
Well, but, I mean, when you're used to that, I mean, my folks are married, I'll tell you right now, over 40 years.
Yeah. So
you married someone for over 40 years and you're used to laying down with them every night and this and that. And then, yeah, man, that's got to be tough. I mean, I'm a single guy, so I mean, I can't relate, but I'm just saying that's got to, though, be tough with your life partner.
I mean, it is.
40, over
even
40,
like
45 years.
My parents been married 54 years, maybe.
Yeah.
54 years. But I mean, even now, it's just going over there. It's just like my mom has to treat her husband like a kid now. It's just weird, man. It's stuff. Huh?
I get it.
Yeah.
And
it's horrible to see.
Yeah, the only cool, not that it's cool or nothing though, but he's just always asking for he just always just wants me. He's just always.
It's good. I mean, it's awesome. I wish I knew that he could comprehend some of the stuff I was telling him. Because at this point, when I go down there, I start telling him stuff I should have been telling him for years, and I had you just never say it. So I go there and say it, hoping that he can comprehend it, but you never know. So I mean. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to. I mean, you still got to say, though, man. Obviously, what you got to say. That's how I was with my gram. And with him, though, now what I do is I'll come downstairs halfway down the steps with music on. I'll be like, all right, let's go, because we do this workout session where I grab his feet, massage him up, and move him around, and he loves it. And I put on music and stuff like that, and he's always asking me for it, but he still gets sore, so I can't overwork him and stuff like that, though. But it just keeps his spirit up and he loves it. And that's what I do. I'm like this all night, just with his feet and just moving him around and, trying to get him to run in place and stuff. And
yeah, man, you got to keep that stuff moving. I think that's one of the things we just started with Dad, because the left side of his body is just, he doesn't know he has it. So it's he doesn't move this. And you could see it start swelling up because you're not moving it. So they have people coming over to do some PT with him now.
Yeah. So I told you, he had 2.1 gallons of water removed from his stomach, and now his stomach's getting huge again. Yeah. So it started to hurt him again and stuff, though. So it's just it's fucking terrible, man. I mean, but yet at the same time, when I go down there, we do our thing. It's almost I never been closer. Me and my dad were best friends forever, but now it's even more you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
So it's that's good. I mean, it's gonna be the hardest loss of my life, and everyone has to go through that in life. That's the circle of life. Children are supposed to bury parents, not the other way around, which I've seen too many times done due to addiction, which is terrible. And but at the same time, and that's a raw deal. You know what I mean? Hey, welcome to life. These are the people that, that brought you in here. And if you love them and if you have a great relationship with them, you're going to watch them pass.
Mhm.
Like, that's the first deal in life right there. Like as kids, we always think like, or we always know like, oh yeah, one day it's going to happen. Like we really, you just can't prepare though. You can't prepare.
No, you can't, man.
And it's so hard, folks. I know we talk about this a lot on there, but it's just hard because it's just that's all I'm surrounded by. And Keith's going through the same thing though with his father and his normal life and stuff. So it's our lives are just what's going on in our lives right now, basically. And if anyone relates or whatever, like, and I'm so sorry again to Annette. Prayers to Annette. That's terrible. Prayers, Annette. That's all I could say. Gina, it happens like that, Vaz. Unfortunately, people actually die from a broken heart. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what you were probably when you were talking about the parents.
Yeah, I mean, like, so my grandfather, it's my dad's dad, which is crazy because my dad's just not doing well. But he's 98, dude, lives by himself still. I think he hung in there for his grandkids, man. He's got what I think he has 17 or 18 grandkids and 12 great grandkids, maybe. But dude, he's old school, man. He's still if you live in Richmond, he still has mandatory family dinners on Sundays at his house every Sunday.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So I mean, you go there and it's just a house full of kids and great grandkids and kids. So yeah, it was funny because my wife, her family is very small, and I brought her to a Christmas over there one day, and there was like, I don't know, 60 people in there maybe. She was like, "What the fuck is this?" I was like, I know they're my cousins from somewhere, and they just came. I mean, it's always just been a big, huge, busy ass house, but it was really cool, man.
That's awesome, though, man. That just reminds me of the old school days. Like my grandmother's house on top of the hill is like where all my mother's brothers and sisters would go, and it was always just the house to just like go to, like where someone would be to post up. And now it's freaking, God, it's just a whole new world, though. What is that?
The Richmond Times Dispatch just did an article on him. They gave him some award for like Richmond Citizen of whatever the year or something. I don't know. And one of his neighbors put him in for it because the neighborhood he lived at is old school, man. He lives in the house he grew up in. So my great grandparents came here and they got that house. He grew up there, and he just stayed there. So we've been in that house since like the 30s. So one of our family members has, but they did an article on him, and I had no idea. It's like all the neighborhood little girls will go knock on. He's got like a back porch. They'll go to the backyard and knock on the door, and he brings them out ice cream every day and stuff. And
he's community driven, like youth driven. Like that's great stuff, man. That reminds me of old neighborhood stuff. Lazzy here. I'm not married. I don't plan on it. Me and you both, buddy. I'm going to be a dog guy. I'm going to die with just my dog next to me. And I'll tell you what. Not even interested in getting married or anything like that anyway. But go ahead.
You want to see me freaking fall apart? Wait till something happens to one of these dogs.
Oh, well, I went through it this year with Ozzy. Like, I can't. I know. I get it, man. It's terrible. It's terrible. And you're like me, man, with dogs. You know what I'm saying? They're not dogs. They're family.
Yeah. No, they're pretty much kids. Dude, it's
funny shit. They're doing all right, right? They're all right, right?
Yeah, yeah. The big shepherd, the retired big fat boy right here. He's a troublemaker because he stays home. I was at work the other day. My wife texted me. I wish I sent you this picture, but I guess one of the kids left the pantry door open, and she was like, "What the fuck is this?" She had bought a big ass bag of like single beef jerkies. There was just wrappers all. This dude got in the pantry, opened up every beef jerky and ate them, and there was just wrappers all over the kitchen floor, dude. It's hilarious, man. But yeah,
no, I know, man. And I was even like, I still can't. Like, I'm gonna eventually, get another dog, but I mean, I'm just like, fuck. Like, Ozzy was always here on my lap. It was like an extension of my body, and now it sucks, But I'll get another one though in time. I can't do it now because of what's going on and everything. But it's just too much, bringing a new dog, training a new dog and all that with a hospital basically set up in the house here. So once I get out of here, I'll end up though getting a dog. Absolutely.
But Vaz likes cats apparently.
What's that?
Vaz likes cats apparently. Vaz, I had two before we had dogs. When me and my wife first met, we were in apartments. We had cats. And they lived for it, dude. I had one that lived to be 17 and one that lived to be 18, I think. But cats are cool because they kind of just do their own thing, man. You know, you don't have to.
Well, that's why they're very self-sufficient and stuff, though. I just think dogs, and don't take this personal, cat people, because my buddy AJ has a cat that is Cletus that me and him found that's just like a dog, but it just seems like dogs have more personality. Like you call a dog, it'll come up, it'll jump on you. Yeah. And I'm not saying cats won't. I'm just saying like that's with my experience. But I was never really. I had one cat in my life, my first apartment, and that was by accident. Just took it in like a rescue. But yeah, I'm more dog guy. But I still love animals. But I'm dog guy all the way. Dave, same here. My grandparents' home was the place to be for holidays, etc. Nice. Holidays are coming up already. How about that? So after October, man, we're already back into Thanksgiving and Christmas, and this year it's been Groundhog's Day for the last 2 years for me. But
get rid of 2025, bro. I'm ready for January 1st, man.
It's like, yeah, but 2026 is gonna fucking suck for me too.
Yeah,
not all of it. The beginning of it probably. Yeah. Being a little obviously sad and stuff and grief and stuff, but like he wants me to keep going. So like, don't be surprised if you don't even see me take a week off from here because I'll be hearing his. I know he'll want me to keep going. You know, it's gonna be hard, but I got to do it for him. Same with the whole like relapse going back, coming up on 4 years. I'm not dishonoring that. And then when he's gone, especially when he could fucking see my every move, no fucking way. So, I'm just saying, but my best friend in the whole world, man, and it's coming to that time and I have to just face that reality. But I could always look back and say I was here,
Yeah. Yeah, no, 100%. When you were using, did you ever I thought about my grandparents a lot. Like, can they see me doing this fucking shady shit? That always freaked me out, man. But my grandparents that have passed away.
Yeah.
Did you ever think about your family that passed away watching you doing this shit?
No, like I would have if it was like my mom or dad. Probably like my grandparents passed away when I was 5.
Okay.
And then both of them, and then my one grandmother had dementia for 8 years, and then passed away when I was in high school. And then my dad's. I remember because that's when my jaw was broken because we were at the wake and he was laughing. He was like, look at the boy to everyone because my jaw was like hanging over here. So that actually got him through it. It was his mother's wake. But that was around Christmas time of 2008 when she died. So no, but like it just didn't dawn on me. And I was just like, so I don't know. Like when I was back in those days when I was just in it, man, I was in it. But after being removed away from it for so long and the knowledge that you get and what you learn and stuff like that, it's like, yeah, I would definitely be like that now, 100%.
Yeah. Dude, when we had family, I remember my grandmother passed away, my dad's mom. I was up here in DC and she actually passed away on my birthday, which kind of sucked. But my brother called me, and this is how we dealt with stuff. I talked about how we dealt with stuff with cops with, choir practice and drinking, and that was our medicine and all this, that, and the other. But dude, that's kind of as a family, that's what we did too. When she passed away, my brother called me. And he goes, when are you coming down? I said, I'll be down after. I said, I'll be down this evening. He goes, you bringing the liquor or the beer? I was like, I'll get the liquor. He's like, okay. So, you go to the funeral home for like the wake and all this other stuff. And my family's huge. There's a bunch of us there. Dude, me, my brother, and all the cousins were all out at the car. Like a freaking tailgate. We're all just getting hammered. I remember the funeral director guy comes out to us and was like, this isn't a tailgate or something like that. And I was hammered. And I just look at him. I said, some people grieve different. This is how we fucking grieve. Leave us alone or something like that. But I mean, it's looking back on it now, man, how disrespectful was I to my grandmother's funeral to be getting shit faced in the park. I mean, I was hammered to the point where
what happens, Keith, is this. When my best friend Dave Flannery died, he was a very, very close. He was basically like my parents, like third son almost. Like he was always here. Flannery's big family. They lived right across the alley from us, my best friends. When Dave passed away, my ex-girlfriend was sitting in bed. She's like, call Uncle Dave. He didn't look good last night. I call, and Billy Kimball, his nephew, answered and was crying. It was like, Dave's dead upstairs. Dave's dead upstairs. And I come downstairs and Matt Flannery, Screwface, the shirt I wear, RIP to him as well. It was his brother. Him and my mom are on their knees crying, like in the front room. What do? I get a bottle of Jack. I try to jump through the fucking front window of my parents' fucking house. I wake up handcuffed in the fucking nut ward. We end up making it about us. It's so selfish.
Yeah.
Like they're already hurting about that. Now they have, like, that would be like if I went out ripping and running. My family's already, with my father. Now they're gonna like fucking worry like about me. It's just like when I got on my hands and knees and prayed to God to take me instead of my father, I was dead serious because I'm like, I have no kids. I'm like, I don't even know why I'm still here. I have friends who have kids who aren't here anymore, and I got spared. And I did the same shit. And I'm like, take me, please. Crazy thing about that is I had to go for an MRI not too long after because they found something on me and stuff, and everything was good, but I thought it was happening. But anyway, nothing though happened. And then I thought long about it. I'm like, that's selfish too, because if they took me instead, then that would just destroy him, So it's like the selfishness and certain things like, the selfishness, ego, all that type of stuff is what you just have to really kill to, if you ever want to learn or even if you want to learn or get better, like that's.
It's, like, I mean, the story, like when my grandfather died, it's, we were taught at a very young age that feelings are not good for men. And so all the men would just get drunk because, everybody's pretty sad that someone passed away. So that's how we just dealt with it, man. We would get freaking hammered in the parking lot of a freaking funeral home.
Exactly. And and you weren't though trying to be like this. It was just, that's how you coped with it. Like, that's all you knew.
Yeah.
But then looking back, you're like, and I get that. I completely understand that. See, I'm at the point now where if I was at my dad's and I came outside, I don't know what I'd do though, because knowing my dad though, because people used to always come up here and drink on the deck with him and he loved it. But if people are just being disrespectful, yelling outside of his funeral or whatever, I'd probably be like, break that up in a second and be like, guys, move it to the fucking whatever. But no, I get it, man. I get it. But my father's the type, like, he rather like, that Irish type, like, hey, celebrate my life. Don't cry. Don't mourn me. Don't do this or that. Easier said than done,
Yeah.
So I'm going to be on my complete own soon. No family, no nothing. And someone said something. What was the line? Loss makes you grow or something like that. But they said it more like poetic. And yeah, that's true, man. I mean, these past 2 years, man, like I really learned a lot. And I'm grateful and sad at the same time, but can't, every day I wake up, I'm like, is it a dream? Is it a dream? And then, but now I wake up and I tiptoe downstairs because I'm like, please be breathing. Please be breathing. You know what I mean? It's fucking scary, man. But
yeah, man. I mean, I don't know. It's and we've talked about this. It's kind of opposite with me, man. My his body's pretty healthy. So, but there's just no way to live, dude. He's got no quality of life.
Yeah, but doesn't
my mom has no quality of life. And it's just like, I mean, it's sad to say, but I mean, I hope it goes quicker than they're anticipating because it's like, it's no way to live, dude.
Yeah.
It's just not.
Well, I know myself. And if I got though like that, I wouldn't want to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not saying that trying to upset you or nothing, though. But
no, I mean, I don't either, man. It's like I told my wife, I said, the first signs of me getting this, if I get it, because I don't know if it's hereditary or not. I said, you just drive about 2 hours west into the Shenandoah Mountains, drop me off on the side of the highway, and just take off, dude. Because I don't know, man. It's just no way. It's no way for anybody to live, And my mom doesn't even she doesn't have a life. She has to sit at home all day with, and it should be there, the years where they're going out and doing whatever. I mean, he retired like 3 times, dude. And they kept bringing him back. They kept bringing him back. And literally about a year and a half after he retired the last time, this happens. And it's like, he had no time to enjoy himself ever, like without work and all that stuff. So it's just no way to live, dude. It's fucking awful to watch. But it's you start questioning. Yeah, you start questioning. I was talking to somebody the other day. You start questioning, like, um, I lost kind of all faith stuff during addiction. And it came back pretty strong. And then like this stuff happens and you're like, man, like this dude
Yeah,
worked.
but you know what though? Like so with free will and with whatever's out. I know what you're saying though, and my good buddy Joe Pisano made a good point, and the Kevin Donaldson capitalized it on with a better one. I'm like, why are kids born like with cancer?
Yeah,
And like,
yeah,
like why even bring them into this world?
yeah.
And then like Kevin, like the least it said like to show us to like, yeah, okay, to show us, but yeah, like, damn, that's a hard way of showing.
It is. And yeah, that's what this other, when I was talking to this person, that's what they said too. They were like, look, there's nothing bad happening in this world. Like, how do you see the good stuff? You know what I mean? If everything was just good all the time.
Do you believe in? I mean, do you
That's-
believe in God? Do you believe in God?
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And that's what,
Yeah.
so, and that's what my parents are super religious, dude. And,
Same. Not my dad,
mom's-
my mom.
she's always in a good mood, dude. And I was talking to her on the phone the other day on speakerphone, and we hung up. And my wife she was like, "Your mom's a special person, dude," because she's just eat. When I go to, I said, "Don't you like go in the bathroom and rip your hair out and scream?" And she was like, "No." She was like, she says you don't have to understand his plan. You just have to trust it. That's what she lives by, dude. So she's always just like. Phew. I said, man,
that's because she has a very strong faith. And my
Mhm.
mother never missed a day of saying the rosary.
Yep.
Never. Like my buddy came over the other day to visit. She's in the corner with the rosary bead. Never missed a day. Never even said fuck in her life. Excuse me. But like, I'm like, Mom, that's not even like a real, like, it's
down.
not, but that's just how she has never missed church. Even when on vacation, she always looks up and goes to church. I had a hard time after my woman died. Yeah, Bobby, that's tough. I mean, any loss, man, is just tough. I mean, my father told me, he's like, you've been the freaking double the amount of funerals that I've been to, and you're half my age because of that fucking fentanyl shit, man. I lost so many fucking friends. I seen so many parents bury their children, and it's terrible. It's terrible. But I've been to a lot of wakes, been to a lot of funerals, whether it's one of my buddy's parents, whether it's like my good friend Mark just lost his mom and dad, RIP. And, you feel for them so hard. And then like, you're just living with years, and not that you're taking things for granted and stuff, like, you see him and stuff and everything's going fine. And then one day, boom, one day, I remember the day. He calls me up and he's like, they found something. I'm like, what? And he's like, no, but they're going to remove it and everything's fine. And then when the blood results came back, it was already spread. So it was just too late. And then that was it. But they said 6 months, 2 years ago, and he's still here fucking fighting like a motherfucker. But now it's home hospice time. So, there's a 6-month deadline on that. And he's already on moderate levels. So, which isn't realistically, it's not good. So, but I stay positive and, I just work out with him and I just try to keep him smiling. He's always like, Eric, where's Eric? Where's Eric? Because like I have a baby monitor upstairs and stuff, so I could hear him and stuff. And I'm immediately, down there with them and stuff. And I'm gonna be with him till his last breath. And and there's another selfish thing, Keith. Like when he picked the home hospice, there's me in my mind thinking like, oh, I have to see my father pass in the house. But that's what he wants. He wants to pass here. You know what I mean? But then there's my selfishness of like not wanting to see it. Of course, no one wants to see it.
Yeah.
But it's fucking yeah, it's hard. It's hard, man. It's hard.
Yeah.
I have no more. I have no more tears to cry, man. I mean, after my dog Ozzy, after the real Ozzy, after my dad, I have no more tears to cry. So I mean, I'm sure I do for when that day comes. But that's why people are like, I can't believe, Eddie, you're still out there. Listen, I can't just sit. If I sat around and not worked on projects or not done this or that, that's what, what's that saying? Idle hands or the devil's playground or whatever. That's why I have to keep it moving, brother. That's why October 24th, that's why I have to go to you. I have to go with you, man, on that trip because
I get to be the big spoon, remember?
yeah, we got a single bed. No, but what was I gonna say to you though? It's just that yeah, God willing, you know what I'm going. But as of right now, it seems okay. But you just never know, though. With that, it's tough, man.
They don't want you to put your life on hold either, man. You know,
Nah,
which
and
is cool.
folks, you're watching Mind Over Madness. Please hit that subscribe button. Please hit that like button. And yeah, man,
But
it's
I mean, talking about the 24th, I was looking at, you know, how long it would take and the route. You know, I hate going up north, dude. It said, I think I was using way. I think said it was going to be like $87 worth of road tolls on the roads.
87 for no.
That's what it
No.
said, bro.
To go to Connecticut?
That's what it said.
No,
You got to go
listen,
through
here's
like
what you're
turnpike and shit.
I was in Fairfax County. I never played a toll in my life. Here's all you got to do. You're taking 81. You're picking me up, and then we're fucking taking 84 to Connecticut. There's not one toll. There's not one toll.
That or
Whatever they are, I'll go halves with you on anyway. But my point being is that there's no tolls. Do you have one of the things on the? You have a fucking pass, right? Or do you want me to drive?
No, I got a pass.
All right. So then my point though is, but there are no tolls. If you come from the 81 route, they're probably trying to take you out of the 81. You pick me up. We go up by past Scranton. It's kind of cool because, well, it'll be like later. I know we're going to have to like get go, but you'll be in my neighborhood at least. I wish though you had time, like, you know, I'd have you fucking hang around, show you some stuff in Pittston, meet Joe and stuff. But, you know, I know that, you know, it's just a podcast mission. So you'll be back in the area. My point being
on the way home, we'll have time.
Yeah. I'll definitely call Joe and Donna and see what they're doing. And, you know, see if, you know, Positive will stop by. Something good. They always got some good Italian grub going on over there. I was just over there.
That, dude.
Oh, my God. What were they? The pepper shooters they had and the freaking, well, they always have, they love tripe and just real, like, freaking, like, Italian good. Oh, it's so good, man. So good. Thank you, Donna and Joe. They fed me up good. The Buffalitos are the best, man. They're the best. Nope, no rules, just steps of grief. There's a lot of books to help you. Yeah, you know, a lot, though, that's been going on, though, as you know, Gina, too. Like, I look at sources like that, though, that are going through certain things that help, you know, just like with addiction, Keith. Like, I looked at, like, wow, that guy, though, got through it, so I could get through it. Like, you know, that type of stuff helps me, too.
Yeah.
So it's almost like if I was the only person in the world who lost someone, I'm fucked. But since though everyone though loses someone, though you have those helping hands, it's all about reaching out though and talking to the people and not isolating. That's the most important part of it all. It's how you know, and there's people there for you. I mean, and I can't thank everyone who's been there for me. I mean, Bobby, freaking you, my good friend Gina from the Aussie. Just Kevin Donaldson, freaking Joe Buffalino, Donna, Christina, just everyone, man. If I miss anyone's name, don't take it to heart. Matt is always reaching out. Everyone, Red from Philly. You know, it showed me a lot. You know, like they always say, you know, you find your real people. Not that I'm like looking or nothing, but you find your real people though at your worst moments. And a lot of people though that I didn't think or didn't realize though, like I knew like we were cool. You know, like, yeah, you have people out there who you're like, you're cool with, but you're not like, you never like had a huge relationship with.
Yeah.
Well, there's, a lot of them that are surprising me more than people that I had huge relationships with, which is just mind blowing, you know, and I can't thank them enough. So, well, Larry Rolla too. I got to thank Larry for Larry's like, come down here anytime, clear your head. We'll go out there, out to there, and just I know I've got good friends, man. I love.
When you're going through your shit, your real friends will pop up, man.
Yeah, no, they do. That I'm telling you, they do. More so now than when I think people get freaked out a little bit with the drugs. Like the people who were addicted to drugs, they stepped up and came up and helped me and stuff like that. But when it's something though, just like this though, like it's just, I don't know, it's overwhelming. Like meaning in a good way though, of all the love and support though that I'm getting from some people that didn't even meet my father, and my buddy Dave from Arizona, who's always like, hey, that belt, he's the one that kept me in the present. I was freaking out like when he first got it. And then he's like, and 6 months ago by, I'm still freaking out. And he's like, dude, no bell yet, live in the present. Cause I always had 1 foot forward, 1 foot backward. I'm like, and his sickness made me naturally become in the present because today he's good. Tomorrow, I don't know. I don't even know if I'll be here tomorrow. And I know that's a cliche and it sounds whatever, but it's the truth. And if you genuinely could put yourself into that state of mind, like genuinely, not tell yourself, just feel that naturally. It's going to help. You got to be in the present, man, or you're going to miss life. You're going to be in the present, or life is just going to go because 20 some years already went. But now that I'm in the present, it still fucking flies by, though. It still flies by. Like, look, at the holidays are coming. Thanksgiving's coming soon. Halloween.
We wasted so much when we were using, dude. It's such a waste of time. Just all the, all the years of not going to see people because you didn't want them to see you, wasted and stuff. And then you wish you could get that time back, man. But I mean, there's nothing you can really do about it now. It just sucks because I never, even though they're an hour and a half away, I never went down to see my family because I didn't want them to. Every time I did, they would see me wasted, and I just didn't want them to see me like that. So,
yeah.
But
and
man,
that's what's weird about this one, though, is like, yeah, go ahead.
Wish I could have those years back, dude.
I know. No, and so do I. And like, because I was talking about that. Like, I think I said it on the Aussie channel. I was like, do I have any regrets? And I'm like, fuck yeah, I do. A lot of people say no. But like all those nights say, like, I have regrets for definitely trying to do fentanyl. Like, I just wish I never touched the stuff, and I would never wish that I put my family what I put them through. Like, absolutely 100%. I have regrets on that. But I don't let them hold me though back. Like I just a regret. I know about it. Stick it in the bottle, put the fucking, top on it. Just like here's regret. Fucking seal her up, fucking arc weld that bitch and throw it, So that's how I look at it. And definitely, Keith, when I was going through my stuff earlier this year, I found out who my true friends were. That's it, Vaz. That's how you're going to find out. And, it's very, very, very eye-opening, and just I can't be more grateful. Like, and two of them actually stopped by to see him. And I understand, like, a lot of my friends are real close to my pops, and some don't want to see him like in that condition and stuff like that. And I understand that. And I told them, do not feel obligated to come. Yeah. But two of them stepped up last week and came, and it just meant so much to me. And he was smiling, talking about it. You know what I mean? He was happy. So thank you guys so much. But
yeah, when my
your show won't just be about this. It's just what I'm living through right now. I'm living in a hospital, so I apologize.
When my grandmother was on home hospice, I went and saw her because they said she had like a couple weeks left. So I went and saw her, and we had a really good conversation. And yeah, they gave her like a couple weeks, and she lasted almost 6 more months. And right when it got towards the end, I think it was one of my parents. I think it was my dad called me or whatever, and he goes, "You got to come back because it's really the end this time." And I was like, "Nope." I said, "Absolutely not." He's like, "I said, our last conversation was amazing, and that's what I want the last time to be. I don't want it to be, because at the end they're not talking and they're in pain." I was like, I don't want to see that. So
he won't even take a pain pill, Keith.
Yeah.
When I touch his arm, he's like, I'm like that. I'm like, take something. He's like, I took a fucking leave. I'm like, that's just how he is, man. It's that generation. But like Gina just hit the nail on the head. That this is how we were brought up, and with your whole story. At my age, we were taught to suck it up. Lame. Suck it up, right, Keith?
Yeah.
What? Tell the story. Wait. So you witnessed your grandfather die. How old?
12.
You start crying.
Yeah. So we were. He saw. He knew we like we were trying to buy a family house on the Rappahannock. He knew we liked fishing, so we were going to get like a family lake house, river house, and he knew this lady that had a river house there. So we went and looked at some properties, and then we went to her house and we went fishing. And me and my brother fishing. He said, he's like, "You boys ain't catching shit. I'm hungry. Let's go eat lunch." So we packed it up, and there's a really big hill up to the house from the river, and we're a little ways up the hill, and he stumbles and goes to his knees and face plants and turn him over, and he had the purple blue face. So I run up to the house, get people to call 911, and we were out in the middle of nowhere. So I think it took EMS about 40 minutes to get there, maybe. So he was gone. But I was crying. And my dad came up and I was just bawling. And he just pointed to my eyes and he said, "Turn that off right now." He said, "You got to be strong for your mother and your sisters." And it was just like done. It was off, baby. And that's just I was taught to shove it all down, man. That's what we did.
I think we all were.
That's what we did. We were told to suck it up and move on, and that's what.
Yeah. That's how, and that's how he was. Like, he never opened. He finally opened up for the first time. It was like 3 weeks ago. I told you we had that family meeting, and he finally released it, and he was like crying a little bit. And I was like, that. I was like, see, doesn't it feel? And ever since he got that out, because we wanted to get him off this last medication, so he wasn't just like, and he got off it. But he finally opened up, and I get that though too. Like we're not like a family that's like, hey, I love you, but we love each other to death. But it's just more like like we don't really show our emotion. Like that's just same. My brother, if you ever met my brother, same type A, boom, and he's he has that cop mentality where he has 210 employees. He's the director for all the probation department in this whole entire county. So he has, a lot of, a lot of employees that he has to deal with so much crazy shit though out there though. But I don't even know. I'm just losing my train of thought.
But that's what I ended up doing my whole life career.
The type.
I just put you down and kept going, man. And you can only put so much shit in your cup before it starts overflowing, and then it's going to come out in a negative way. If you don't somehow have, release the pressure valve on all your bullshit, it's going to come out in a negative way at some point. Mine came out booze and pills, man.
Listen, the true fucking tough guy isn't the one that could just knock someone out. It's the one that could actually open up and talk about their problems because it's going to save your life. You're watching Mind Over Madness. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. We're here every Tuesday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern. We also do interviews that are going to be coming up. We have Chief Son, Bobby Bright, Larry Rolla, Linda Scarpa, 2 other ones that just aren't ready to announce, but stay tuned. And a lot more coming. But yeah, man, it's these Tuesday nights are just like me and Keith. We just let loose with the chat. Kind of like Gina, the same thing, with the other one, anyone just talking, me and Keith, that's what we eventually wanted. Like, people are struggling out there, reach out. If you don't have that's the other thing. Some people just feel alone or whatever. Like you could saying a simple hello to someone outside, like could change like their life. Remember, like I held a door like for a lady and I helped her. Like I was outside Turkey Hill at the gas station and I was like, I went over and I grabbed like her bags and I put them in the trunk for her. She's trying to give me money. I was like, no. But I mean, this literally like she just made her day.
Yeah.
So
I had one of those the other day. I held the door open for a lady and she goes, "Thank you." And I said, "Yes, ma'am." And she stopped in her tracks. She goes, "What did you say?" I said, "Yes, ma'am." She goes, "Hey, no one up here holds doors open for people anymore, and no one says yes, ma'am anymore." And I was just like, it was beaten into me, man. I mean, I'm
old school.
My family, we never I loved you. My dad and we never.
Yeah, no,
but we say it now that we're older, but back then we never did. And I swore when I had my kids, like I tell my kids, and I always have to. I tell them all the time. Even my son now, every time we talk on the phone or even text, I tell him every single time, man. Just because I didn't. I just want to change the shit,
Well, that's usually what they say, though. I'm not a father, but they say, though, like, not saying that. I mean, you had a great father, but it doesn't matter how good your father is. They always say, like, you always want to be a little better, though, than your parents.
Yeah.
Like, Dave said, my grandfather was 90. Yeah, this is what helped me, was this story with his grandfather for a while. Never really showed emotion, even at my grandmother's funeral. He sat there with his dark glasses on quietly, different breed, old school, worked in the mines all his life. That's this whole area is the coal mines and stuff. To look up some Scranton, Wilkes-Barre. I get it, man. He's a tough SOB but then you say he's a tough SOB, but at the same time, it's tough. And I'm not putting him down, obviously, Dave. RIP to your Gramps, great guy. But what I think is tough is actually being able to open it up because it's not easy and it'll help you. And that's like our message here to people with addiction and stuff. Like open your fucking mouth. Someone will help you. Open your mouth. But those old timers, Dave, that's just how they work.
Yeah,
But I will tell you this: they're hurting, though. They're hurting. They're just not showing it.
Yeah, I mean, and not just addiction, dude. If you're struggling with anything, I've got a guy that I'm talking
Mental health, yeah.
And he's going through it, dude. Like, has nothing to do with substance abuse. And I mean, he was at the end of his rope, and I've been kind of working with him or talking to him for a couple months now, and it's stuff still like this, but it's just somebody I never expected would ask you. So it's good to see that. It's good to see some of these people are doing, and that's why I still go do all these presentations at the police departments and stuff like that, man. To just let them know, like,
yeah,
it's all right to say it, and it's not like, I mean, I'm not trying to pat myself on the back, but I didn't have a career where I didn't do shit. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I did shit and got into good stuff, and so for especially the younger guys to see that and then see how open I am with everybody, it's easier for them to pick up the phone when they got. I mean, we had a guy, the shooting we had at work the other day. I think this guy was out of the academy for like 2 weeks, and at first one of the first calls he rolls up on is a dude shot in the face. It's like, yeah, dude, it's if you've never dealt with that stuff before, it's definitely it should bother you if you see that. You know what I mean? It's not normal to see stuff like that. So I like that these younger guys are actually utilizing the stuff that we have now that we didn't have.
You can't train though for seeing someone's face or brains blown out, though.
Yeah, no, you can't. Nope.
And when you were in the Navy Yard shooting, I mean, you're walking over dead bodies, looking for him, not knowing if you're going to get killed. That's insane, man.
And it's weird because, like, during that situation, like, when you go to something like that, your tunnel
for people
vision,
that he doesn't even know, folks.
Your tunnel vision is so like it's just you've trained enough where your brain basically takes over and you do what you got to do to find the dude and put him down. But you really don't start comprehending what you see until you go home. You know what I mean? Then your brain starts trying to process it all. And that's when the oh shit comes in, because that's when you usually pick up the bottle because you don't want to process it.
That's got to be the number one job, though, that has the most divorce rate, probably, right?
Law enforcement?
Yeah.
I think it's 78%.
Okay.
Get divorced. I could get in
78% of them.
Mm-hmm. I can count on.
How could you not bring that home?
I can count on
one cold, heartless world in that.
I count on one hand how many cops I know that are married to the same person in the 20 years I've been there. There's very few. There's not too many of us that have been married to that have not been divorced at least once. But
78%,
something like that. I know it's over 70. I know it's over 70.
78% of cops, pretty well around that number, we could say, get divorced. And think about it. You don't know what you're going to see every day. You're helping people that you don't know. People are running out of buildings while people are going in them to help them. And that Aaron Alexis, not Aaron Alexis. That's I'm thinking of Aaron Hernandez. Sorry. What was his name from the Navy Yard shooting?
Yeah, Aaron Alexis.
Yeah.
You got it right. Aaron Alexis.
Oh, he was right. All right. I'm thinking Aaron Alexis. Yeah, he's the one. He killed 12 people. Keith was the first on the scene, took care of business. And, man, you're brave, though, Keith, because you just suit up every day, man. You never know what's going to happen. Like Kevin Donaldson said, like, yeah, it was a quiet night. We're having coffee. Next thing you know, boom, you get that call. It's crazy. I was talking to another guy. I was talking to a mobster the other day, like a real mobster the other day, talking about, like, you guys. And they were like, yeah, like the fact that, I mean, they don't even know these people, like, like showing like respect and stuff like that. Like, they don't even know these people. And then talking about like how there's that respect of like in the mafia, like the cops have their job. We understand that. They gotta do what they gotta do. We gotta do what we gotta do. It's like an understood thing. It's the fanboys that yell pig and this and that, you know what I mean? So, but Keith would have been a gangster, though, probably if he was right in a different neighborhood. You're a different type of mentality, though, man.
I would probably say it's a possibility. But
you had to put someone down before.
Google says 16.
Down, right?
What's that?
You put someone down before, right?
Yeah, not in the Navy Yard.
No, but I'm saying in
Yeah.
general.
Mhm.
Did that affect you?
No,
Didn't affect you at all?
not really. That's why I don't talk about it. I sound kind of psycho. It
No, you
it
don't. You're being honest.
it didn't really.
You're
I
being
mean,
honest.
if someone's coming after you or your partner or a loved one, and they're trying to, you know, uh, take you out, and you win that, what's there to feel bad about?
I'm not like that. You're a
What do you do?
psychopath. No, 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 no. I know. No, you're right. No, you're right. I'm just saying though, a lot of other people though that would fuck up.
Yeah, that's. I mean, yeah.
I'm not
That's what
laughing at the situation. I'm laughing at
I'm
like
telling
how
you.
you said. I know the people are going to think I'm a psychopath. No, you're being honest. I mean,
But car wreck, like I said, man, car wrecks bother me more than any of that stuff. Car wrecks,
yeah,
you know, innocent,
you know, but your
random,
family or some shit like that, man. And
random
like when you,
stuff, random accidents. We had a kid when I first started here, was 18 years old, started working at Dulles, and walked into a propeller. Yeah, and like that. That's not
so you're talking about the more stuff though that like grosses like you out and stuff like that. I mean,
right.
obviously the Olympic ice skating junior when that
Oh
plane
yeah,
hit the helicopter and you had the partials that
yeah.
affected you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
And
he was
I
the one
broke
on the scene for that too,
I
folks.
broke
And
I broke the number one rule on that one because when I got home, I started looking at because it was all over social media. I started looking at social media and pictures of the kids were, you know, there was like 5 from just my like neighborhoodish area, um, and I started reading about them, and that was not good because at work, like when you're in like the work mode and you got the tunnel vision, and it's just like okay, that you just see it and you do your job, and it's like whatever. Like it hit like going home. What I did was I I humanized it. It wasn't work anymore because I did see that person, and now I see them on
yeah,
Facebook, and now I'm reading about their family and what they did. And then that's when I shouldn't have done that.
so you learned from that. I mean, no, don't do that
Yeah,
anymore. You told Tom that.
it doesn't it's not work anymore, and it makes it real. You know what I mean?
I get what you're saying. So you're like compartmentalizing a little bit there.
But
And so what you're saying is like, so the car wrecks, which I could understand, and that was one of the first things that guy handcuffed. Remember when he first started and he got hit by the truck, and
yeah,
then you see that though, that's gotta though fuck you up. I mean, already.
it
Remember the
does.
one car
But
you
like
said, the
again,
one car wreck that went over and all that. But you do have a point. If you had to put someone down, they're coming at you. I don't think that's psycho. I mean, you did your job. I mean, he's shooting at you. You shot him. If that doesn't bother you, that doesn't make you psycho.
yeah, uh, uh,
I'm just saying. I mean, you're like, yeah, whatever. But I mean, hey, it's either you or him, right?
exactly. Like I mean, I have. If someone broke into my house, I have zero problems um,
Oh,
deleting them. I don't.
yeah, that's,
I
yeah.
mean,
Oh,
it's
especially here, like in this house, like forget about it. Like done. Not even
yeah.
a second thought. But yeah, man, see a lot of people don't like, you got to look into that job though, and like look into like,
You don't see it. You don't. They don't teach you any of this stuff until you like. They don't teach you how bad a lot of this stuff's going to be. All they teach you is like the cops and robbers stuff. What you could do
and
to
they don't
change
show you
people's
like gore. They don't show you gory videos in the
No, I
academy
mean,
or
they show
nothing.
you. Yeah, I mean, I was back in the VHS days, but you'll see a couple tapes here. But it's on TV, man. It's still just TV until you see
Yeah.
it, smell
Yeah,
it.
until you actually see it. You're right.
But it's
I mean,
even like the
I
car
saw
wreck.
it. I saw someone get murdered recently, and it's different than when you're actually there.
Yeah, even like the car wrecks. And the kid that got hit by the car. It was still just kind of work until I met his family at the hospital. And then I had to talk to them. And like car wrecks suck. And then you got to go make a notification to, their last of kin or their parents or something. And that's what makes it all like real after that. Like when you're on scene, you're just doing your thing, man. It's not really the blood and guts part that like bothers you. It's when you put it all together, like, okay, car wreck, and then you do your investigation, and they were just coming home from work, and then you go meet their spouse that's now single, and it's all that stuff that compounds on you.
Yeah. And Annette Wood says it's a cold, heartless world now. I mean, we're living in a time right now, Keith, though, where even with the kids and stuff too, I see it too. Like, oh, who has this many followers? Who has this many? Like, it's heartless that way. Everyone's trying to, like me and Kevin always say this, trying to step over other people, this or that. Everyone's like about themselves. Like, I don't live like that, man. Like, I genuinely don't live like that. I'm the type that if I'm with you all the way. And yeah, but look at the world now. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, that guy, Charlie Kirk, who got killed, whether you like him or not, he had a microphone right there. Go and talk. So if you shoot him from a distance, you're a coward. He has a microphone. Go up and talk to him, whether you agree with him or not. I don't agree with everything the guy said, but that's immaterial. He's right there, and that takes balls. He's right there talking, and then you got to snipe him, though, from that's cowardice.
I feel there's a lot more to that, honestly.
There is. There absolutely is a lot more to that. If you watch Candace Owens,
going off.
You watch Candace Owens?
She's going off, man.
She's like really looking into it.
I hope she has good security.
Yeah, I know. Candace Owens is one that you always like wonder because she has balls and she comes out and says it like it is. And but you got to be careful too, man, and toe the line though with that and be respectable too, because even though he was like your great friend and all that, at the same time, his family's grieving, everything like that. When you get too deep into that shit, sometimes you start throwing out craziness and you just don't want to disrespect the family. I'm not saying she did. I'm just saying though, like in time, like, people get so warped by it that if they can't find anything after a while, they'll start making because they did so much work though to it. So you got to toe the line very carefully on that, I believe, out of respect for the deceased loved ones,
For sure.
But me and you were talking to Tom, and all of a sudden, Tom gets off. You're like, Charlie Kirk got shot, and then Keith knows right. Keith knew right away he was gone because they're like, because what was it, Keith? They said they didn't know his condition. You're like, usually when they say that, it's bad.
Well, I mean, just watch it. The amount. I knew it blew out his jug. I mean, just the amount of.
And your theory, though, I don't think was right, though. It didn't, go into it. It looked like that from the wind. It didn't go to the chest, out the neck, though. It did go in the neck.
Yeah, you're right. But it just the amount of blood and stuff. You just knew right away. There's no way that amount could come out that fast.
Oh no! I mean, I saw it. I mean, the second though that it was terrible, and it's all over the place too. People are viewing this. He has kids, family, everything, and like you literally see him get shot, like boom, and just go right down, and boom, kill shot. And let me just be honest, that was a shot where he was out immediately.
Yeah.
And think about the shooter. It's like. That was like a trained type assassin type shit. Not meaning that the distance, 200 yards isn't that big of a shot if you shoot. But the exact spot where to hit, and I just don't think that it was just someone that just acted on like his own. Like I think
a lot of times, if you're shooting with a scope, right, on top of your rifle, you got a scope on top of it. People think like right where they put the X or the dot is going to hit. But you have your sight over bore, so I think they were really aiming right here, and the sight. And I think they just. That's why I don't think it was 100%. I don't think it was professional because nobody aims for the neck ever. You aim.
Okay, but if it wasn't professional though, then what else do you think is going on? Is Candace Owens in your ear?
Oh, I don't know. No, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't even want to speculate. I just think there's a lot more to it, and I definitely don't think he was by himself.
No, yeah. Like a one-man operation type thing.
Yeah.
Same thing with the guy who tried to kill Trump from Butler.
Mhm. Yeah.
And we don't get political here, folks.
Where'd that investigation go?
Yeah, and then we don't get crazy political here, but think of this though. That guy he was looking around beforehand and then shoot. And what happened though with Tim? Like that wasn't even that's not even like news anymore. And we're not talking about these people like we love these people or we're on these, and we're just talking about what's going on in the world. If we cannot communicate with each other, we have to shoot each other from a distance, then we're headed in, some bad waters, man. Headed into, we're not going in a good direction at all, especially when there's a microphone right there. Come and talk to me. No, I got to shoot you from 200 yards away. If I didn't like him, I'd try to get close to him maybe and punch him in the face, but not fucking shoot him 200 yards away. Right. You know what I mean? It's just cowardice. But yeah, Annette, but there is light out there, Annette. There is light. There are good ones out there, but people want to step over everyone else and they're all about themselves and this and that. And it's sad. But I learned to put others before myself. And if you do that, your life ends up, take yourself out of yourself by putting yourself into someone else's. And that's what really helps you And with everyone, that was what we were talking about, RIP to Charlie Kirk on that. And it's just crazy, man. Like it's every day. You don't know what's going to happen. And then these poor little kids are praying in Catholic schools. Boom, 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 boom. Shot. Like it's just nuts.
Yeah, man. This world is crazy. I can't go back up to some of Bobby's questions because he had a few, but
I saw lots of horrible things from guns, and it didn't bother me for some reason.
Bobby, I think you had a couple before. The amount of cops in the U.S. that get into shootings is not high. It's very low. I don't know a percentage, but it's not a lot. Well, get into shootings where there's a fatality. I don't know how many actually. I'd have to look it up. I'll look up the numbers for you, but it's not a lot.
Well, Bobby, the life that you lived too. I mean, that was the life you lived. Like that was. I mean, we know how you came up. You already told us it wasn't good, buddy, and I'm sorry that you had to come up that way. And then you end up living. You end up being a gangster, and you lost your best friend. R.I.P. to Dean. And I know that bothered you, but as far as if you're going to be in that life and be a gangster, you got to be able to handle that type of stuff. And doesn't mean, Bobby, you are not though. I don't, you know what I mean? See how like you said psychopath? I don't think Bobby's a psychopath or a sociopath at all. He has a heart of gold. It's just reactionary type stuff, and that's the game that he was in. Just because if it doesn't bother you, if you killed someone or if you've seen someone killed, I don't know. I can't tie. I'm not Bobby. You know what I mean? That was his life. So, but I do not believe that Bobby's a nut. I mean, yeah, it could be nuts, but I'm saying I don't believe that he's psychopathic and doesn't have a heart because
I think it's very similar. If like in Bobby's world, if he saw a lot of that and most of it didn't bother him, I would agree because like in Richmond and stuff, when it was gang on gang or a drug dealer most people don't get shot for no reason. Usually, unless it's like some weird home invasion or robbery or something. But most of the people get shot. It's like gang on gang shootouts and this, that, and the other. And you can compartmentalize that as like, that's a work hazard, man. You get into selling drugs and you get into a gang, that you might get shot one day. You go into the military, you're a cop, you might know, you might get shot one day. It's just part of it. But I could always compartmentalize those murders where they didn't bother me too much because it was just like half the time you went to a homicide scene and the police computers would go up and everybody be wondering who got shot and they type a name and you're like looking through your court records. You're like, well, he's not going to court. I mean, most of them were, they were in the game, dude. They were doing drugs or gangs or something. They weren't. So you could kind of, they probably should bother me more than they were, but they didn't really bother me too much,
Yeah. Well, hey, I mean, that's how you reacted to him. And we all know the way Bobby, came up and stuff. It's, stuff. My dinner is ready, boys. Great show. I wish I was so tired. I was so long days working this ship. Love you guys and everyone else here. See you soon. Good night, everyone. Thanks, Bobby.
Good night, Bobby. I'll call you soon, bud.
Yep, I'll be in touch. Thanks for your honesty too, brother. Love you. I'm sorry about your woman. Sorry about your woman, Bobby. But yeah, I mean, it's just everyone's different. It doesn't mean, you know what I mean? Some people, it's different, you know, that is instinctual stuff too. Like you don't know, like, well, you know what I mean? Like if you're just walking and boom, a shot goes off or whatever. Like, yeah, I could see that changing someone's life or whatever, but everyone's different, man. Everyone's bred different. And that's that. So like, and I don't mean to keep getting like real, like deep though into this though, but what you're saying though is like, you know, after that day, and you had all right though to do that. Like you just went home and had your dinner, were able to sleep, and didn't bother you.
It was no, I mean, so no, I mean, yeah, I didn't sleep. Your adrenaline's through the roof, dude. It's like you can't.
Oh no, but I meant though from like adrenaline, yeah. But I mean, you didn't feel bad.
I can't say I didn't think about it, but
what'd you think about you possibly getting shot, or did you think about
that? Or it's like
we're very honest here, folks. Just so you know.
Yeah, I think part of it was I was so damn young. It was just it's different. Like if it would happen now, it'd probably be a lot different than.
Yeah, I think we tend to get a little softer the older we get. A little softer the older we get.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, man. I mean,
there's another kid that I'll never forget his name. His name was Wilbur Ellis. He shot at me and my partner, and we arrested him, but he beat it in court, and it was so he beat it in court. He got out, and like 2 weeks later, there was a shooting, and everybody's like, "Shibley, you got to get up here." So I get up there, and it was him, and somebody had ended up shooting him, and it was just like, I don't know, man. It just didn't bother me. I really don't know how to explain it, man. It's like war. Like you're not. It's either you or them, dude, and you're gonna do what you got to do. So, I mean, if I accidentally shot someone and killed them or something, I'd probably be devastated and would go off the rails or something. But I don't know. So I can't say it didn't affect me, but it didn't linger the way some of this other stuff did. You know what I mean? Like the dead baby, like I still think about that all the time still. It pops up when I'm sleeping and stuff. It just stuff like that still pops up. I haven't really thought about this that much at all in the past, years.
Just imagine that the stuff, though, man, that you're always seeing out there is just absolutely though crazy though. Where we at? Wow, an hour and a half already. It's a good show. A lot of people came in tonight too, Keith.
Yeah.
No offense. What'd you say, Gina? No comment. The Trump shooter was 150 yards away with a basic red dot. I don't think his red dot was sighted incorrectly. 150 yards isn't very far for anyone who shoots regularly. The only thing, though, with that one is the Secret Service said they didn't want to put anyone up there on the roof because of the pitch. But right behind Trump, though, the pitch was like this. Those roofs, are you kidding me? Like it was like on top, and people are going to go nuts now because it's Trump. Take Trump out of the equation if whatever, just in general. That's insane that was able to be pulled off, and not to mention that it just vanished like that. And what happened? Where's the Epstein file list though, too? Where's that? Why is that not being shown? Where's that at? For real though. I mean, why aren't they showing the Epstein files? We were promised that.
We were. I know a bunch of that stuff in court was sealed, so that's their
excuse. I'll tell you why, because there's super powerful people that run the fucking world that were because all they got to do is check like the private, because Joe Rogan, he would say, you always got to give your ID even on a private plane. You just check the boarding on the planes, going over there and stuff, and on the list, whether like George Soros, all those type, whoever. I'm not saying it was him or whatever, but someone very, very, very powerful. And that's why they're afraid to do it. And that's why I don't trust though, like, Cash Patel and Dan Bongino. Like, did you see like when they were like, he didn't kill, we looked over everything. He didn't kill himself. Like, it just like I don't know. Just with everything like so far with their investigations, I'm just not too I'm just not too trustworthy on them,
No.
And
No,
they
man,
know stuff
I
that
I
we
try
don't
not
know,
to
and they're
even
afraid to release. They're afraid to release it though, and because someone though has the keys to whatever to find, and people are afraid to release it. Even our own government is afraid to release it. Like, you have the files. Why can't you just release them? And it tells you right there by not releasing them, it's because there's someone out there, or sure there's more than one person that's very powerful that they're protecting.
Yeah.
And that makes me sick to my stomach over little girls after that's disgusting. I fucking hate that Epstein guy's face too. I would just fucking love to fucking bash him the fuck up. But I'm just saying though that our own government knows everyone who went over there. They know. And they're protecting them. That's a fact. That's not tinfoil hat shit. That's
I mean, and I don't know if we want to get into the weeds with this, we can, but I seriously think people that knew Epstein said that he was fucking stupid. He was not a good business. He was not
a
a
math
good
teacher. He actually lied his way into being a math teacher, and then he was like a front, like a puppet for some shit.
Yeah, I think he's here on behalf of a foreign government to entrap and blackmail as many high-profile politicians as he could in the United States.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not saying
they're like, either not the CIA, sure, maybe like, are you saying like possibly by CIA or someone else? Like, because that's what he did. Yeah.
I mean, I think he was here on behalf of another country. It
was like this secret club though, to like, of these high elite though people though coming over. And it's almost like the way Rogan was explaining it too. He was like, even like people like, they know it's like, they like had like there was some instances they heard like they had to go there to be in this like club of whatever besides just playing around with little girls, which is disgusting. And what's his name from England? He was messing around with the young girls, the pictures with him who was over there. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. And they have the list. So I don't trust our government. Release the list.
So if we're helping out another country a lot in their wars overseas, one way to ensure that we keep financing their wars is by getting dirt on all of our politicians. So when they ask us for something, we have to give it to them, or they're going to fucking open the books.
Why do you think? What is your theory, if you had one, and anyone in the chat could answer this? Why do you think they're not releasing those files?
There's way too many important government people in there on both sides. This isn't a party issue. There's people from both sides all the way up the list on that law. I mean, all the way up.
Well, Clay Clinton was over there. We already know that. We know that. I mean, I see Trump like partying with them in like New York and stuff like that, though. There's no proof yet if he was over there or not, though. But I mean, they were friends and he's the president. So it's just, but everyone thinks like Trump's the most powerful person in the country. He's not. He's not. There's other huge players like those George Soros type fucking people like that are fucking
people behind the scenes that there's people behind the scenes that you don't see. Did you see a video today where
I have the book. So I read a book on Vladimir Putin that Oliver Stone wrote, and Vladimir Putin said it best. He goes, "You Americans think it's like you're pretty." He's like, "It's the guys who are in the shadows with the black fancy suits that you never see.
Yep,
that's who runs America."
It's like the Buffalinos of the world, man. The people behind the scenes you don't even know are running everything.
Yeah, and never knew. Around here, I have the plaque. There he is, man of the year. Fantastic. And they weren't, I'm not trying to say he was terrible or whatever, but He was one of the most powerful gangsters, though, in America. So it's just, I don't know. Like, you could see Dan Bongino completely, though, like lying, like when they're asking him questions, like, because he can read body language. And it's just, I don't trust anyone.
Well,
I don't trust.
he had that popular show where he went on there and talked all this stuff, and now he's there and he's
Yeah,
doing the same
he
thing
talked all that shit like Epstein on what's it called? X, not X. There's another platform besides YouTube that a lot of people use. I forget what it's called, but I remember I watched it. He's like, it's time to wake up, people. We got to get this. And then when they asked him, remember, he's like, Good Morning America or whatever. They looked at Dan and he's like, he didn't kill himself. We looked over everything. La di ba 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 da da da. I don't even give a shit about that, to be honest with you, because I think he was definitely murdered. He was too much of a narcissist to kill himself. And second of all, he was found sitting down hanging. And people who are in that prison, in that jail, in MCU in New York, they know there's in the cameras. What happened to the camera? They just mysteriously are off like that too. It's so fucking crazy, dude. And these are the people that are like, that's why try to live a government-free life. Don't try to have the government help you in any way. Stay away from the government because I don't trust them at all. And by not releasing this list, all they're telling us is there's people around that yous all know, but we can't say because it shows us, dude, that our FBI, that our whoever, they're even being played. There's people more powerful though than that.
Dude, I saw stuff when I was at the FBI that was unsettling.
Yeah.
I'll give you an example. Remember that guy that came to Alexandria when the Republicans were softball practice? When the Republicans versus Democrats have a big charity softball game every year.
Yeah. With the shooting.
Yep.
Yeah.
We were there. I was there after the fact. But I literally saw and took out the hit list in his pocket. You know what I mean? And then for them to give that to a criminal squad and say it's not domestic terrorism because we can't prove he did it for political reasons. It's the definition of what he did is the definition of domestic terrorism. But because it was one party, they said it was just some crazy random criminal shooting. And it's just small things like that, man. It's like, that's not what that was.
Do you think they do that to just throw away the case and move on without really diligently looking into it?
Not to throw away the case. I think that they're so embedded in when you get up really high, like in the FBI, CIA, whatever. I mean, you're going to be backed by one side or the other politically, you know? So, I mean, the FBI director is appointed by the president. So if Obama's president, and which he was, and you say that this guy did it as a Democrat just to shoot Republicans, it's not going to look good on the president. So, hey, let's reclassify it as something else.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. And
it goes both ways. Each side blames each other on that stuff, but it goes both ways, man. You'll never really have a complete objective like FBI, CIA, as long as the directors are appointed by the president.
Exactly. Subscribe to Mind Over Madness. Hit that like button, and we're also going to put a poll in there, though. But we'll ask the people now, and I'm going to ask you this, Keith. Do you think that they will ever release that list, or no?
Nope.
Then what does that tell you?
No, they said, and you know what? It's not. It isn't like. It's not the FBI director Patel. It's not what's his name? The deputy director. They have gone to court for this, and they said they wanted to release it. The courts are keeping those records sealed. If they release it, it is illegal. The courts are sealing the records, not the FBI.
Why? Could you answer me this? Why?
Because there's probably a lot of high-end judges on a list. There's probably a lot of, congressmen on the list, and they're not going to do that because they. I don't care what anybody says. If you're Democrat or Republican, behind the scenes, they all get together and laugh at us and make millions. And
Yeah.
So, even though you might have like an FBI director that wants to release it, the courts will not unseal it, so he can't. He has released everything that the court has allowed him to release. So,
I don't think that we're ever going to know either. And all that tells us is that, and what makes me sick about it is, I might be like watching someone either on YouTube or in a movie or whatever that might have done something fucking terrible or whatever, and like I don't even know, or just like I hate that. Like you don't even know, and it's like, ugh. And he ran though his campaign on saying it will be released. It will be released, not released, and then he deflects it at the time. So it just goes to show you. I'm not afraid to say it. They don't want to release it because there's too many powerful people on there. And
then if they release it and they have to admit that, Epstein was a spy for a foreign government that we're supposedly friendly with, it's going to make them all look stupid.
Yeah. Like he's a head financier, they said, and stuff. Like, get going. I don't know, dude. He wasn't even smart at all.
So this is the thing. Like, we might be cool with, like, I don't know. Let's just throw a random country up there, like Israel. We're like friendly with them, right? We find this, dude. They still have, even our friendly countries have spies in this country.
Yeah,
we do it too. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
we will have. So, yeah, dude. I don't know. It's a mess. I don't think they will ever be completely transparent with the public. It would scare the shit out of everyone if we all knew exactly what happened. Not just on the Epstein, but for everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it would scare the shit out of them, though. But how about, though, it would also build a little bit of trust?
It would. Yep. It would. But.
Well, we'll find out what happens. You folks, you think they're ever going to release that? I'll put a poll up in the post after this, though. But yeah, just crazy stuff, Keith. Crazy stuff. Go to a couple comments, and then I'm going to eat, and I got to get my pops ready for do our little exercises because it's already 9:00. I love these shows. These shows fly, man.
Yeah, they do.
I want to thank everyone who popped in too. We had a lot of people popping in and out. Thank you so much. Gina, thanks for dropping in. Appreciate you. Me and Gina did a show last night on the Aussie thing talking about Alb. She's cool as hell. She lives out in California.
I'm gonna have to look at. I didn't get the chance to see it last night. I was
yeah, we just have fun though. Like every Monday night, talking about one of Ozzy's albums. Like yesterday was his first one, Blizzard of Oz, and then we just keep moving on, and then just for fun. We just hit over 2,000 subscribers, and it just shows that's how much Ozzy's loved. Not monetized. I'll never monetize the channel. It's just for it's not even my channel. I have other people that I have a community where people can write whatever, and that's just for him, not monetization. But it's still a great channel though for good people.
I had to run to West Virginia last night to help the kid with something. So.
I can't wait, man. I cannot wait though, man, to go to Connecticut with you.
Well, this will be fun, dude. We're gonna fucking.
I already got 2 memory cards ready. I got the tripods, the ring light, the freaking get ready, my man, because we are absolutely gonna have a good time, buddy. I get a lot of footage and stuff like that. Wait, they're saying Gina 100%. I want to see what she said. Never. It's a game of master of puppets now. Well, yeah, 100%. Gina, there are super powerful people to run this world, and it ain't you and me. It's not even the people you see on TV. They're the puppets. Yeah, that's why I don't waste my time about all this craziness. We'll never know the truth. Yeah, you know what? Either do I. Like, I did it just for conversation and I want to Keith's point of view though on it though, and it is a topic though that it just shows that you can't trust our government. Nope. There's a reason they are in Israel. 100%. Gina, I agree with about everything you said. Yeah, Gina knows her stuff. Mossad has more power in the U.S. than anyone. Who's Mossad?
That's the Israeli version of the CIA.
Oh, okay. I love learning new stuff. I don't act like I know everything. So,
I try to do that too because my son's he reads a lot and stuff, and he gets awesome. I try to tell him like, dude, look, it goes back to the old serenity prayer, man. I said don't worry about things that are out of your control, dude. Like, you know what I mean? Unfortunately, I'm not in a position to change our government, or I wish I could, but so I'm not gonna lose sleep over stuff I can't change. I mean, stuff I can't control.
No, exactly. I just realized with the light, I could just do this because me, I don't care how I look, double glasses, but now I can see. But that's
funny.
Light though kills me though. But take a couple more comments before we go. Great show tonight, Keith. I'm glad that your voice is back, brother.
Yeah, me too, man. I've missed this. Next week, I'm going to a post-critical incident retreat, but I'll still have I'm taking my stuff with me, so I'll just be in a little hotel room doing it next week.
And then the following week is when we go, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. The Secret Service have 25,000 sniper rifles set up. No reason why that should have occurred. Yeah. That happened to the director, man, when they were grilling her and stuff. And she's like, oh, it was too warm on that roof. But then there's the guy behind Trump on the pitch like this who actually shot him like that. It's insane. Nearly 2 a.m. in England. Night, everyone. Annette, prayers to you again. So sorry for your losses. For real. So sorry. Gina says, good night, Annette. We'll be praying for you, Annette. We love you. Thank you. And so sorry again. Great show. Thanks, Dave. Appreciate yous. And everyone else who came in. That single bed is calling you guys. That's like that. I have a cot. I'm bringing the cot. But
I'm the big spoon, baby. I'm the big spoon.
I'm going to be two-faced now like this. I like this look. What do you think, Keith? Huh?
Yeah, it looks good, bud.
Because they're big. No, that works right there. Listen, everyone, subscribe to Mind Over Madness. We get as honest as possible here. We don't hold back, as you could tell. We appreciate you so much. Every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern, as the lives. And stay tuned for some interviews that we'll be dropping and shorts that we'll be dropping this week as well. And check out some polls that I'll be putting up in the post. And let your friends know. Share, subscribe, and we appreciate the support. And we will see you next week on Mind Over Madness. And for real, thank you everyone so much. Keith, love you.
Yeah, peace, man. It was had a good time tonight. Thank you all for throwing up a bunch of comments. It was a good conversation. I like it.
Yeah, absolutely, folks. And bring some more in. Anyone else who watches from the outside, jump in the chat and say your piece. And if anyone ever wants to come on live, you're more than welcome to come on Tuesday night like Bobby did if you just want to come on and talk or whatnot. All right. Mind Over Madness, MOM. Subscribe, hit that like button, and we will see you next Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Thank you all, everyone, and have a beautiful week. Take care. Keith, I'll talk to you soon, buddy.
All right, buddy. I'll talk to you later.
What are you laughing at?
You said next Saturday. It's next Tuesday.
No, I didn't say next Saturday.
Yes, you did. Rewind it. You said I'll see you next Saturday at 7 p.m.
What's going on Saturday anyway? Something must be going on. Next Saturday, did I say? Well, yeah. Next week. It's next Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Sorry about that. And I get confused because then the other one's Monday at 7. Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Mind Over Madness, MOM. Can't forget that, Mom. Love yous. We'll see you all next week, and it means the world that you just take the time to watch us. Thank you so much. Hit that like button on your way out. And since comments don't stay, if you don't mind, if comments don't stay in live chat afterwards, if you want to drop a comment on this show, it definitely helps support the channel. And in the more numbers we could get, the better guests we could get to interview and stuff like that. And you guys in the chat are a part of us. We're all family. So thank you all very much again. I can't say that enough. We'll see you next Tuesday at 7 p.m. on Mind Over Madness.
Blank to the face. So seeing her laying there with missing half of her head was just like
the basic message that I just wanted to know that it's okay to ask for help. Like in the addiction world, people think it's embarrassing to go to rehab or go somewhere like, to go away. But what's really more embarrassing is being out there and still pedaling and doing stuff that you need for your habit. So just know that it's okay to ask for help.
A passenger jetliner that flew into the building, that doesn't happen, right? I mean, that's a professional pilot who knows what he's doing, or she, and they're not flying into two big towers that are in the middle of the sky. That's not happening. So we knew it was, we felt it was an attack, and we felt that it was the same people who had threatened to kill us.
Corporal Keith Shibley is presented the Valor Award for his immediate response and courageous actions during the shooting rampage at the Washington Navy Yard.
Thank you all again. Please subscribe and hit that like button and share with your friends. We'll see you next Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Good night.